Hey guys, it's Justin, back with Great Lakes Mushroom Company. Today we're going to talk about my super secret grain recipe. Shh, don't tell nobody. I'm just kidding, tell all your friends, alright? So I notice a lot of you guys are having trouble with your grain recipes. It's because you're having moisture on the outside of your grain and not completely locked in the inside. Well, guess what? Have no fear, because it happens to the best of us. But I'm going to show you a super easy trick that most people just completely overlook that's going to give you perfect grain every single time and make sure your mycelium colonizes super healthy and give that extra boost of nitrogen so your mycelium can go into frenzy and destroy the substrate that you're going to be transferring it to. All right? Stay tuned. You're not going to want to miss this one. All right, guys. So as I'm working through this grain, I'm noticing that I have some moisture. I'm just gonna try to get it close to see if you can see that, if the camera will focus. But I have some moisture on my hands. Let me try to get another good grip. It's a little dark in this room. I just really want you guys to see. Let me get the camera to focus. And if you can see, there's little tiny droplets on my hand. You can also tell by how the grain is sticking to me that it's still a little moist. Now, here's the thing. I don't have time to wait. I need grain right away, and so do you. So I'm going to show you this super easy trick. And let's just come right over here. So I call this master grain for a reason. By the way, I coined that, so go ahead and tell all your friends. But this is some old master mix. So this is going to be our soy hull and our wood pellets. It's already been pre-mixed, perfect field capacity. But here's the trick. I let it sit for several days. All right, so it's been sitting for several days. It's a little drier than field capacity, which is perfect. That's exactly what I'm looking for. All right. Now I'm just going to start adding some of this into my grain. And because this is dry, this is actually going to immediately absorb the moisture. And so just to tell you how I got to this point, I took 8 quarts of whole oat grains and I took 4 quarts of water. I then put them on a stove on high heat for just 30 minutes. I did not wait to see if they boiled. I only left them on for 30 minutes. When they were done, I let them go ahead and sit for about an hour or two while they absorb all that moisture. And even after that, we'll still have a little bit of grain. So this is the quick way. And now I'm just gonna add, like you just saw, about 4 quarts. I'm actually gonna put a little more than that in here. But first, once I get about 4 quarts, or I'm sorry, 1,000 milliliters of my master's mix in here, then I'm gonna do a nice pre-mix like this. So I don't want it to be like a grow kit or an all-in-one bag. I still only want to see mostly grain. It's just gonna help once the mycelium grows out into that bag to actually go ahead and break up super easy. If there's too much wood or soy in your bag, then it's going to be just like a grow kit. If you guys have ever tried to break up a grow kit, it's going to produce those really big chunks. And we don't want that. We want nice fine grain like this, because remember, each one of these seeds, every one, and even the little bit of dust from the master's mix, this is all going to act as an inoculation site throughout your bag. And so we want it to break up easy, and we want it to flow through our bags, our substrate bags, very easily. All right, so just let me mix this here, and I think this could take a little more. Let's get that out. So yeah, I'm loving how this looks, but you know what? Let's cut it a little more. That way we can make a couple extra bags. So I'm probably going to add about 3 more 1,000 milliliters of master's mix. And I'm basically just using this nice little measuring device. So the key to this is making sure you let your master's mix sit for a day or so that it dries out a little. Make sure it's not covered, because then the wood in there is going to start to dry, and wood is very absorbent, as you're going to see in a second once I finish this mix up. And you got to mix it really well, just because you want to get every single kernel or grain or seed that has moisture on it. You want that gone. You want that gone. And I don't know if you're noticing, but now there's no grain sticking to my hands. All right, so it's already working. It's already absorbing all that stuff. It is already doing its thing. And this is great. This is perfect. I'm loving this mix. And see, it's also going to provide a diverse menu for your mycelium to eat. Okay, so they got plenty of nitrogen. They also got their carbon source and their sugar source, their carbohydrate. So this is going to be a banging recipe for your grain spawn to just explode in growth and take over your substrate bags. Let's get all the corners out. There's always something hiding in the corners, right? Look at that. Now, I'm gonna pick up a nice chunk, and I can just feel it. Like, it's completely absorbed that moisture. I don't know if you can see that, but there is not a drop, a shine, or anything on those grains anymore. Look at my hand. Completely dry. Completely dry. This is gonna be a perfect grain recipe. Again, it's called Master Grain. All right, so make sure you tell your friends. Master Grain by Great Lakes Mushroom Company. We believe we're the first to come up with this idea, but you never know. There may be somebody else out there, and we'll definitely share credit with them. And look at this. Every once in a while, I told you guys, especially dealing with soy, you're gonna find a different seed. This one is a corn kernel. This is completely fine. That's also going to give a boost of nitrogen. Stay away from corn altogether, though, as a grain source. When it's wet, it gets super sloppy and slimy, and it's just a bacteria magnet, and we don't want that. All right, let's bag these guys up, get them on the stove, and get cooking. All right, guys, I got everything ready. I got my 0.2 micron filter bag ready to go, otherwise known as a unicorn bag, mushroom grow bag, also a turkey bag, works. Same exact thing. And all I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna do 3 to 3.5 nice big heaping scoops in each of these bags. Now, let's not forget from our class the laws of thermodynamics, which means under extreme pressure and heat, a vacuum is going to occur inside of our pressure cookers. Remember, little side note and pro tip from the class, that whenever dealing with grain, you are going to have to sterilize, which means we need to create a seal that doesn't technically seal, but prevents moisture from getting in. So all I did is push out that air. I brought the top of the bag back to the middle, and now I'm gonna flip it over. And this is gonna create a perfect seal inside of our pressure cooker. Let's go ahead and finish all these guys. And so now, as you see, I'm running pretty low on my master grain mix. All right, but you know what? Have no fear. Let's grab our 1,000-liter measuring device, also known as a measuring cup, and let's go ahead back to our master's mix. It's a little dry, and we're just gonna cut it some more. All right, that way we can make some extra bags. So let's go ahead and cut it some more. Hey, you know what? Why not one more? Why not one more so we can get a nice amount of bags. And now let's just start mixing this guy again. And now these last few bags are gonna start to look more like all-in-one bags. At least our all-in-one bags. We actually don't put our grains at the bottom of our all-in-one bags anymore. We mix the grain all the way through just because we find it easier for the customer. Instead of breaking up that block at the bottom, the grain is already where it needs to be. As soon as the mycelium touches it, it gets that boost of nitrogen, sends the mycelium in a frenzy, and starts to destroy and dominate your bag. All right, guys, so I was able to pull out 6 bags of grain. They're all over 5 pounds. Remember from our 101 class, each 5-pound bag of grain can make me 20 grow bags or 20 more bags of grain. So if you're into, economics and math, add that up real quick, all right? That's a pretty penny. Now, this is a super easy recipe. Go share it with all your friends, all right? We'll let them know about it because we're making too many mistakes with our grain. We're getting bacteria and we're throwing a lot of grain away, which can add up and be expensive. Remember, guys, don't overthink this stuff, all right? So if you've ever worked with the pellets before, like wood pellets or the soy pellets, you know the second you hit water to it, or especially hot water, you literally watch it rise, which means it's super absorbent. So use that same ideology for your grains. It takes all that moisture away right away. Your angry next door neighbor bacteria will not be coming to see you today. Thanks, guys. Stay tuned for the next one. Have a great day.